Q&A. Rayanami, I think how it sounds, asks, hey, I just want to know, what are Ubuntu, Fedora, GNOME, and all those other programs I think you talk about in your vids? I hope you answer my question, and even better if you make a video out of it. Well, these are not programs, they are actually operating systems, like Windows, Mac. They're actually Linuxes. Now, Linux is not a single operating system, which people always think it is. And I have to clear that up right from the start. Linux is a basic code. It's actually a kernel for someone to build an operating system on. And I've seen there's over 500 distributions of Linux. And those are just a few that I'm going to review, because I feel like I need to review them. First up is going to be Puppy Linux, by the way. And they are they are basically free operating systems. They actually pose a bigger threat to Windows than Mac does. Why? Because Linux can be installed on virtually everything. Now, I can install it on my Mac, I can install it on my PC, I can install it on any Windows computer. They even have a DS Linux. They also have Linux for the GameCube, and they have Linux for Xbox. And, yeah, it can virtually be installed on any single thing you can think of. Ooh, email. That's nice. Anyway, Linux is basically, you have to be a geek to use it. And I'm trying to find, this is a quest, sort of, to find the perfect Linux for switchers. Now, being a switcher from Windows to Mac, and I've been using Linux for years, you know, I love Mac. It's so easy. I mean, you may think you might be stupid if you need to use it, but it's so easy. I don't know. It's like a whole new computing experience, but I'm not talking about Macs. Linux is basically the third leg of the operating system wars. And I think there are more Linuxes out there than there are Macs. For one reason only. They're free. They are free. I could virtually download 1 million of them and not have to pay a single cent. The only Linux I ever paid for was Red Hat. And I think they still charge for that. And that was back in the day when I used to use that Mac. Yeah. So, Linux is a very cool operating system. Depends on what distribution you get. PC Linux OS, I used it a little bit last night. It looks a little too much like Ubuntu. But you will have to wait for the reviews. If you want more information on Linux, I suggest going to linux.org or go to wikipedia.org, look up Linux, and Linux is spelled Linux. So there's a little explanation for you. I can't go into full detail because then this video would be about 10 minutes long. And I know most people don't want to watch 10-minute long videos, which is why I try to keep them as short as and to the point as possible. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye.